Hello everybody, welcome to copypulse.com. My name is Max Turner, and this is a review of Gregory Beams' affiliate program. And today, Gregory Beams is getting this for free because she signed up. And to be honest, she has a really nice layout. It's very consistent. The color scheme is really nice. She has a great photo right here. I wish she would use it all over the place because this is really nice. She has a good little video right here. She has some testimonials, and she lays it out. She does a really good job of telling her story, and she has a great way of laying out her modules within her online program. As you can see, I'm just scrolling through here so you can get a feel of what her site is like and how long it is, because long sale copy always sells better. So here it is, and I'm really glad she included the FAQ. Basically, a FAQ or FAQ helps people buy more because they want to know what they're getting and if there's any problems that they've been addressed. So let's start at the top and take it from the top to the bottom, okay? So basically, this headline right here is really big. It's almost like a paragraph, and I feel like it overwhelms her photo, and it doesn't really get her message across very well. So what I would do is, first of all, shorten this, make it more of a headline like she would write a post. The reason is that it's supposed to be attention grabbing, and it's supposed to make people read more instead of go, oh my God, I don't want to read this because it's so long. Okay, this needs to be very clear, very concise, and not very long. However, I do like this photo. There needs to be some changes. For example, I think this photo should be a little bit darker, so this pops out more, the typography, as well as her brand name. I would suggest changing this photo, because this photo in particular makes it look like she's a little too relaxed and she's hiding behind the computer. She's also a little bit slouched, not to be rude, but most online programs have a person, especially if they're in the health industry, standing straight, looking confident, and being proud of what they're doing. However, I do really like how she put the social proof right up here, as seen on CNN, NBC, and so on and so forth. I think this should be centered, just to make it a little bit more eye-catching and pleasing. This next part right here, from qualified psychologist and expert Gregory Beams, I would just remove from, just say qualified. The reason you're here is because you're qualified, and I would actually remove this. I'm glad you're putting it out there and stuff, but you haven't sold them on it yet. All you've said is you basically have an affiliate program and they earn a commission. So I would remove this and change this as well. The reason is because when somebody comes to your website, let's say you're going to a new website, the first thing you want is either a question to be answered, or how this website is going to help you. I mean, really think about it. Why else would you go to any website? You are looking for something, and you're looking for something specific. So how is it going to help you, and are they getting the message across? So when I read this headline, are you interested in effortlessly growing your business by joining an affiliate program? That doesn't exactly make me want to read any further. Yes, if I'm looking at affiliates, maybe, but really what I want is, how is this going to help me? What I would say instead is, earn a passive income by adding a link to your website. Something simple, and you're like, that makes me want to read more because it seems easy and efficient. And it also increasing my sales. So it's something that I would consider. Now, if I look down a little bit closer to this section right here with this $sign, it's really confusing. You have also a lot of blank space right here. And basically what I would do is make this all in a single column instead of a double column, or 3 columns rather, because what it's doing is making my eye jump here, here, and then here, because naturally a person wants to read left to right, at least if you're English. So I would definitely remove this and put it into a single column. And what surprises me is that you put this in a very, very small type, which surprises me, because if I'm going to receive $200, I want to know about it. I want it to be bold and definitely standing out. So I would definitely change that as well. And you don't have to put USD. Dollar signs are fine. And you can email them, making sure that they know that after they signed up or something like that. But definitely remove this, first of all. It looks too corporate and like you got it off of a vector site that was free. Definitely remove this. And then you want to add some kind of title right above this, because I don't know what this is for. Add another stream of revenue to your business. Okay, but maybe this is what you'll get if you join my affiliate program, or I take that back. I'm using my. So naturally, as you just saw, you want to put my, but you don't want to do that at all. It goes against our human nature. What you want to do is put how you can benefit by joining. How making $200 is going to change your business. Something to that degree. And I've also included a link to the a screenshot of the page and with my notes on it. So that way it's a little bit easier for you to go back and make these copies, or change your copy. Now this headline, again, should be changed because it's join my. Nobody wants to join your affiliate program. Everybody wants to know what it's going to do for them. So maybe start earning a passive income for every sale you make, or maybe change this to join here to start earning passive income today, or join here to make an extra $200 from every sale. Something that's going to say, hey, you're going to make money. About the 30-day Freedom Online program. Not very interesting. Everybody hears 30-day this, 30-day that. So give them something that's going to stand out. A suggested headline that you're going to have to test is give them the body confidence they crave with our 30-day online program. Or give her the body confidence that she craves with our 30-day online program. This stands out, okay? They want to know more about that program because it's specific. Now, right here, it says, does your client, ... Oops, you're missing a dot. But when I think of client, I think of male and female. Now, obviously, your sales page is based on capturing female leads. So, does she feel? Does your female client, does she always? Get specific, because if you're specific, you're writing to 20 to 30% of your audience, which in reality is going to produce you more money because you're that much more specific, and people will follow you more because they're interested in what you have to say. They're true believers, true fans. Right here, just a minor edit, you're missing a check mark. And I would actually remove this section right here because it doesn't make sense. Does your client are constantly thinking about dieting to lose weight? So what I would change it to is, does your client consistently diet? Just a little quick thing right there. And then this right here is a little awkward in my opinion. Does your client have difficulty accepting the body she lives in? It sounds like she's an alien invading her body. So what I would suggest is, instead of she lives in, just put has. So have difficulty accepting the body she has. Okay, this section right here, the next section, if you believe your client would have answered yes to most of these questions, I think that's a good qualifying question. But right here, with 80% of women experiencing body dissatisfaction, I would definitely label who said that. Give a specific study, say something, and give them credit. Because right here, it sounds like you're just putting some statistics in that's incorrect. Put a label to whoever did the study. This way, it supports your theory, it also supports your product, and it builds trust with your audience. Again, research tells us that diets don't work. A little boring, not trying to be rude, it's just the way it is, you know. If you were passing this on, say, like a Facebook, and you're scrolling through it, does this interest you? Would you want to click on that? Probably not. So I would change this into more of a attention-grabbing headline, because everybody has heard this. So maybe the reason why research tells us diet don't work, or maybe even say something like 95% of people gain their weight back after their diet. Here's why. So something to that degree. Now, this sentence right here is good. I'm glad you tried to put a statistic to it, but again, it needs a reference. So I would change it to something like a study by blank stated that 95% of people regain their weight, and then some within the first year. Don't let her be one of them. And the reason is because you are qualifying them. You are putting whoever's going to be your affiliate on the line. You're saying, hey, don't let them be hanging out there. Let them become part of the 5% that actually change and are confident about their body weight. Also, the next sentence, not only is this increased weight, blah, 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 I would change it to, she doesn't have to be one of the 95% of people who starve themselves or go on some crazy fad diet. She can be a part of the 5% of people who revolutionizes her life and her body. Because realistically, what you're selling is an image, confidence, and also what a woman really wants is compliments and to feel good about herself, to go out in public and wear a bathing suit she's always wanted, wear that perfect size, whatever size waist she wants. She wants to be noticed. And by being a part of the 5%, she's just not a number. She's more than that. She's exceptional. You need to make sure to put that inside your copy to make them feel like if they get this program, if they decide to really do this and make a difference in their own lives, that they are going to change. There's no doubt about it. They're going to be part of the 5% of people who change and revolutionize everything they know in their own life. Now, I would remove this. It seems like it's out of place, and actually, I would actually remove all of this because everybody knows there's weird diets out there. And with that sentence previous I already recited to you, it specifically says some crazy fad diet. So that way you don't have to label them, and you also don't have to label health conditions. Everybody knows that if you do a diet, there's going to be health risks. You don't have to label them, and it's not to be rude to you. It's just honest truth. That's what I think. Okay. This photo is awesome. Okay, I really like it. I maybe removed this social proof only because you've already put it on there, but definitely love the image. I love what you have going for you here. A few different things I would do. I would move this. They are a size 6 or 16 up to here, as much as you can at least. And then I would also add where this was, but I can help change that. Something to prove that you have a solution. Also, Georgie Beams. I don't really see that very well. It's sort of hidden, so it sort of fades into the image. So I'd make sure to put some kind of white background or black background to make it pop. Probably black because of your pants and it sort of matches right here, or even white because it's sort of fading in. And then I also noticed there's a line right here. You know, a designer could easily, an image designer or a photo designer could easily take that out for you. It shouldn't be that difficult. Now, I like all of this up until here, until women accept their body image to be real. Every aspect of their life is affected, including, and then you have 2 bullet points. Okay, if every aspect of their life is going to be affected, then there should be a lot of bullet points. I would even make this 2 different columns, one right here, and list as many as you can think of, because this is what's going to really sell your program. This is what's going to make the difference, and you should refer back to this over and over in your sales copy, so that way you are making a difference in those ladies' lives. This right here seems a little out of place because it's a title. It should be big. The bigger the better. You got to make it stand out. You got to look confident. You got to look like you know what you're doing. Not to say that you don't, just you want to make it look big. You want to look exceptional. And there has to be another way. That's great. I love that title. Great job. Regarding your video, I really like the photo, as I've already mentioned. I would definitely add a title here, or headline, excuse me. A headline is screaming to be put right here. Screaming. Because let's say somebody posts this on Facebook or some other website. It doesn't tell me what this video is about. So maybe add a headline there really quick, or something that's going to entice people to click it. You want to make sure that people want to click this. They want to hear your story. They really do. Now, over here, there's a lot of blank space. Let's make it useful. Make it say something. List some bullet points, some interesting facts about diets, or even a summary of what the video is, because some mobile devices can't get that video for whatever reason. They might have low quality service or whatever. So let's summarize it. Let's make that space right there useful. And then it's also a good way of social proofing yourself and laying out facts of what your program can do. Now, this isn't copy related right here and right here. The spacing's off. Right here and right here. Notice how this has a lot more spacing. It just is something that bothers me. Not that it's super important. Okay, as I scroll down, I click this link right here, and it takes me to the same page over again. So make sure to correct that, minor change. And then I like that you're using testimonials. That's great. I'm so glad that you did it. It's such a common practice not to do it, especially when you're first doing your sales page. So a few different things that are easy to correct. Let's get some photos, maybe their Facebook photo or whoever, and let's put a name to this, first and last, preferably. And if they refuse to do their last name, no problem. Just put a link to their website, Facebook page, whatever it is that they're willing to link to it, because that shows some credibility. It's not just some person who wrote this testimonial. It's somebody who's real, somebody who's actually active and alive. Okay, this builds trust value, and I would definitely make this larger and maybe vertically, so it looks like there's more testimonials. If you have more, I would love to see them spread out throughout your sales page, including right before the bottom of your sales page, as well as the top. Maybe one definitely right about here. Maybe another one right about here, maybe centered. And then one right here maybe instead of this headline. Or even better yet, 2 testimonials right here. That would be really good. Okay, so right here, it sounds like you change perspectives and you sort of lose focus. What can you expect from the Freedom Online program? Okay, it sounds like you're confused about who you're selling to. You are not selling to their customers. You're selling to the business who's going to refer you customers. So what your clients or what she can expect from the Freedom Online program, because what you're doing is you're selling to the business. I want to make sure that's very clear. It's not you. So you put you quite a few different times right here. So it sounds like you're trying to sell to me, the affiliate, who's trying to sign up, rather than the actual client of the affiliate. Does that make sense? If you don't, make sure to email me and I'll clarify. Now, there's several different places you put you, your, yourself, your body. So make sure to change it to her body or herself. Make sure that you're very specific. This title, Your Long-Term Goals Are My Focus. Although my programs may be delivered passively, I take a personal interest in each and every client. Now, that's fine and dandy, but realistically, if I'm trying to sign up for your affiliate program, again, I want to know how this is going to help me. So, your long-term goals are my focus. I think that's great to put on your sales page for the person you're selling to, your audience that you already have, but not your affiliates. Okay? So what I would say is we have multi-tiered affiliate programs, so you can start earning more if you sell X amount, or even something to the degree of these programs are designed with risk-free guarantee, so that way they know. Something to that degree. Again, love the photo. And then I also like how big this title is. Good job for you. Georgia Beam's story. And everybody loves a story. Everybody loves a story. So right here, I would change this. For many years, I struggled with food and my body. Okay, that doesn't make me want to read more. Okay, what would make me read more is if you put some feelings into it. I know how it feels to struggle, to crave, to be an emotional, compulsive overeater. I want you to make them feel it. I want you to make them relive eating that gallon of ice cream, or going and being depressed and saying, oh, I need to eat something, or candy, or I need to eat a brownie, or something like that. I want you to make them feel that they know they have a problem and they need to correct it. And their problem is your solution. Again, you are providing the solution to their problem. I want you to make them feel it and relive those moments when they're eating when they know they shouldn't be. I want you to make them relive those dieting techniques that left them starving and feeling bad about themselves for eating a piece of candy. I want you to make them feel like you did. I want you to make that very clear in this copy. All throughout here, I would change all of that. You need to be more persuasive and more emotional, because what happens when somebody buys, it's an emotional buy, no matter what we do. I don't care if it's for a video camera. I don't care if it's for a teacup. Everything's emotional. We want it. That is an emotion. For something inside of us is craving it. I want you to look into it. I want you to rewrite this, and I would love to see the results. Okay, so right here, this section right here, first of all, I like how you're qualifying yourself, but I would like to see this more as a bullet point. It's easier to read, and it qualifies you. And to be honest, with the type and the size of this, I probably wouldn't read it the way it is right now. Okay, so next comes our module section. First of all, great job on summarizing it. Most people don't do a very good job. So what I'd like to see is something like Amy Porterfield's. She actually does it vertically, and she has an image to each module. So let me show you that here. See how this is module 1, branding. This is module 2, content creation. She gives a brief summary and then a small icon or image. And obviously the program doesn't look like these images, but it makes more playful, more interesting to look at. And if you notice, she also does lists. Here's what you'll learn. So maybe you should also incorporate those as well. Okay, so I would like to see it vertically. It makes it look more interesting, and you can also add the images. Plus, you'll receive 3 bonuses. I'm glad you included the bonuses. But what I would like to see is remove this right here. It looks like a corporate image, something that you go to, say, AAA or something like that. Not very interesting. The reason is images help convert, believe it or not. And if you have something like a corporate image, honestly, or a corporate website, most of them only convert 2% of their traffic, which is awful. So let's get something that's more lively and more interesting. Again, like Amy Porterfield's website, she has these awesome testimonials with a picture, name, and a link. She also has these crazy photos like this that makes her interesting. This is very interesting. You need to include more of that into your sales copy. Also, if you notice on other sales pages, not only in Amy Porterfield's, but maybe Sally Hope's and Rebecca Tracy's, theirs is a lot smaller. They don't have this big, large paragraphs. They have it more like this. And the reason is it's easier to read, and it's quick, concise, and to the point. Okay, so I would definitely remove this image, make this 1 column instead of 2, and space this out. Again, I want to say good job on creating the frequently asked questions section. That's very important, and I definitely like the bullet points. It adds some character, and again, I would change these titles only because it's not very interesting. Everybody says join my affiliate program or join my newsletter or something like that. Make it more interesting, something very specific to your audience. I would suggest actually going through this entire page and creating a persona. Now, a persona is going to be very important, and it will help you realize who you're actually selling this to. Are you selling it to coaches? Are you selling it to business owners? Are you selling it to bloggers? Are you selling it to podcasters? Throughout this copy, I cannot tell. So something I would do is definitely make a persona or a character or avatar, however you want to describe it. And basically what you want to do with that is you want to add an age. You want to add male or female, which is obviously going to be female here. And then what their income is, what do they do, what's their favorite pastimes, what exactly are they looking for, and then you want to add some like flavor, some personality to them. Like, is their name Joe? Is their name Rebecca? Something to that degree, and it'll help you write the sales page a little bit better. So if you have any other questions, again, my name is Max Turner, and I'm at copypulse.com. You can reach me there or through Facebook. I'll be glad to answer any of your questions, and I'll be glad to post the final results of your transformation of the sales page. Again, thank you, and I'll see you next time.